We mentioned this last week. I've always had an issue with these places that do things where they build big food to get attention. It's happened again. This is in Kentucky. The people of Cadiz, Kentucky, are looking for glory. They're going to make a 2,000-pound ham biscuit.
Ham biscuit.
Yeah. Says the Kentuckians are waging a baker's war with the people of Smithfield, Virginia.
What'd Smithfield do?
Smithfield struck a blow last month when they produced a 9-foot-wide ham biscuit to celebrate the city's 250th birthday. That's what you want to do when you celebrate a big birthday. You make a big old
biscuit.
ham biscuit.
Yeah.
Says now Cadiz is firing back. They're going to make an 11-foot-wide ham biscuit, and they're going to do it on Saturday at the Trigg County Ham Festival.
We need to call someone.
Gotta call and see how do they make a 9-foot ham biscuit.
I'd be curious to know.
Well, I mean, throughout history in this country was built on ham biscuit wars.
And I love this last line. It says their tradition of behemoth biscuit making dates back to the 1950s. All right.
Hey, is there a phone number on the bottom of that?
No,
Maybe
it's not that hard. Yeah,
I'd love to find out what goes into making an 11-foot biscuit.
I'm sure we could call any number in Cadiz, and everybody we talk to will know precisely where it is, what it is, when you can get yourself.
Oh, here's how you do it, or what you do. You get a bunch of flour and milk. Okay. Is there a number? Yeah, Ted's coming in. Grab that story, Ted. See if you can track that down.
Now, here's the other thing that's right here. Talking about the biscuit, and it doesn't matter, but you say a huge biscuit like that. Well, how do you cook it? Do you make a huge oven? Or do you make a bunch of little bitty biscuits? And I don't know. I don't care. Let's not talk about it.
I like I was asking before, how do they do that? I think we should call and find out. I need to know this.
It's an interesting
I need to know.
Scenario.
Everyone who lives in that town is probably working on the biscuit. I mean, they got to gather everyone.
The civic duty. They get summoned like jury duty.
I can't do anything this weekend. I'm working on the biscuit. I'm the bottom half.
Mr. Johnson? Yeah. Have you worked on your biscuit? Well, no, my wife was down there the other day. Well, you'd have to, too. You've got to do the biscuit.
All right. If you just joined us, we're going to be calling Cadiz, Kentucky to find out about the big ham biscuit they're making.
Cadiz is the name of the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cadiz. All right, we'll get details, and we're on it. So don't you worry about that.
We'll come back 11 feet long. You know it's going to be outside somewhere, and there's going to be bugs in it and stuff.
I wouldn't be eating nothing.
Bad things?
No, it's not. How would they cook it all the way through? I'd be concerned about it. That's it.
What is a ham biscuit? Is it little flecks of ham inside a biscuit? I'm not familiar with.
Hardee's are
you mean like a big slice of ham inside, like a sandwich?
That's the way I took it.
I think they're kind of more like your sausage balls. I think they're like little flecks of ham inside the biscuit, right?
Let's find out. This is all. Keep that question now.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to be...
I am one curious mother effer.
Now, I am a fish for those. I'm not sure who it is that sells them, one of those fast food places, but the sausage biscuit or the ham biscuit or the what? A piece of meat wedged in between a biscuit first thing in the morning with some orange juice. Good Lord. It's crap, nothing but garbage that you're putting in there.
One of the things I couldn't enjoy in the South when we started working together was... the biscuits and gravy, sausage. I do love my sausage, but the thing is, it just stuck. It's that white, thick pudding of gravy. They call it gravy. It's pudding, and it's thick. And that biscuit, it's just nothing but a big lump of stuff. And big ball of crap in your belly for 4 days.
Yeah, it's perfection. I love it.
The gravy on the biscuits and gravy, except for the chunks of sausage, it's just the same consistency, the same color. The same thickness as wallpaper paste.
Yeah, it's
what it is.
It is, but I love it. There is a restaurant chain. This is primarily in the South. The farthest west I've seen one is in Arizona. It's called Cracker Barrel. Now, if you're in the South and you see one, you should eat there. Pull over. You will wait to go because it's Cracker Barrel. It's a restaurant and a little country store. But I'm in there and I'm ordering my breakfast and I'm going to get some scrambled eggs and some whatevers. And then I said to the waitress, and I want the biscuits and gravy. And she kind of gave me this. Of course. It goes with everything.
Oh, sure.
It doesn't matter what you order. It's like pancakes at IHOP. It comes with anything you order. So that was a don't waste my time with it. But I, unlike you, do love the white gravy and a biscuit. I can only do one. You split the biscuit in half, you put white gravy on both sides, and get it done.
It's just, it's not that I don't like the taste. The taste is great. The gravy tastes great. The biscuits are golden brown and buttery, but boy, it's just so filling.
Yeah, it is.
I took 2 bites, and that's about it.
Yeah, it is very filling. If you do that and a couple of eggs and some kind of a ham, you're done for the day.
The thing I did get into in the South was grits. Oh, I loved the grits, but I put cheese and butter on my grits.
That's one of the things I love about
my cousin Vinny.
My cousin, I mean, the grits became the issue for how he figured out the court thing.
Right.
The law of physics not exist on your stove. How long does it take for the water to suck in one grit? But I also, when they first got there, they go into this diner, and they pull the menu up. The guy's waiting behind the counter to see what they want to order, and they just look. You don't see what's on the menu yet, and they're just looking at it and kind of taking their time looking at the menu, and they go, breakfast? Sure. Then they show the menu. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That was the menu. Just those 3 words.
All right, we're tardy. Let's do business.
All right, now this was read on the show here earlier this morning. It says here, the people of Cadiz, that's C-A-D-I-Z, pronounced Cadiz, Kentucky, are looking for glory. A 2,000-pound ham biscuit may stand in their way. The Kentuckians are waging a baker's war with the people of Smithfield, Virginia. Smithfield struck a blow last month when it produced a 9-foot-wide ham biscuit.
Bastards.
To celebrate the city's 250th birthday. So know this, if you're married and you make it to 250 years, that's the ham biscuit anniversary. Now Cadiz is firing back. They're going to make an 11-foot wide ham biscuit on Saturday. At the Trigg County Ham Festival, the tradition of behemoth biscuit making, the tradition of behemoth biscuit making dates back to 1985.
Good Lord.
On the phone with us is Ted Berry from Cadiz. He works for the Cadiz Record, the newspaper there in Cadiz. Good morning, Tom.
First thing you need to do is cut the or I'm going to hang up on you. Now let's get down to...
hang on, wait a minute, Tom.
We had to delay that, but Tom just said the first thing you got to do is cut the S word, or I'm going to hang up on you. Why are you pissed off?
Well, first of all, people take it kind of seriously around here, and they don't like a lot of giggling and laughing in the background.
Dude, you're making an 11-foot biscuit. Now, come on. You see the humor in that, don't you?
If you are going to make an 11-foot wide ham and biscuit and not have a sense of humor about it, what are you doing it for?
Actually, your attitude is even funnier than anything we could ever come up with.
Took all the fun out of that.
God.
Damn it. We looked so forward to it, and we get a...
Funny. Tito?
Whoa.
Can you bleep the S word out so you can hear his attitude when he first went to him?
Damn it. Damn it.
Hey, Ted, call him back.
Wanted to know some things.
What did we do? We were
giggling about their biscuit.
The behemoth.
The behemoth biscuit making.
Good Lord. How can you not have a damn sense of humor about it? I thought he was with the newspaper.
He is. He's with the Cadiz
He's
Record.
a serious journalist.
That was just amazing. And as I said, actually, if we could have kept him on the phone, would have been funnier than anything we would have come up with, because he's got an attitude about his behemoth biscuit making. Oh, my God. Well, Ted's going to try to get back on the phone. And
maybe we could just call somebody in the city.
I'll get somebody else.
Hey, about, that guy, and what's up with him, and then, get a patron.
Wow.
If you guys don't stop talking I'm going to hang up on you.
And he had all the makings of a good call. He had that big, thick Kentucky accent. And
maybe we should call his boss. Tell him what kind of attitude his journalist has.
his boss probably got the same attitude about the biscuit.
But how can you not see the humor in an 11-foot wide ham biscuit? And you think, all right, for instance, I come from mid-Illinois, and I came from the county seat, but 15 miles away is the largest city in Henry County. It's Kewanee, Illinois. Mm-hmm. Every year they have Hog Days. Now, they have a big, huge, fun thing and a great sense of humor about Hog Days. They have the Hog Queen. They have a sense of humor about it.
Which you dated the Hog Queen.
I dated the Henry County Fair Queen, because Henry County was, the hog capital of the world. As my dad puts it, how's that Hog Queen?
Yeah, your father had more fun with that.
He was just jealous because she was a honey. So Ted is trying to get him back on the phone. Did you send that down yet? Or is that the other thing?
I need to wait until the break, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'll take our call. I'll try to find someone else.
Yeah, let's get somebody else.
He won't take our call?
Yeah.
The biscuit guy won't take our call.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I see a big city episode coming up on this. Big city biscuit reporter.
Damn it. Damn it. Wanted to find out how they cooked that big biscuit.
He took offense. How could he take offense?
He got pissed.
I still don't understand.
I'm gonna hang up on you.
You guys don't stop talking that Yeah, sorry. I meant to say and it came out wrong. He's a reporter. He's got a mouth like a longshoreman.
Hey, nice mouth. You kiss your mother with that mouth?
God.
Man, what are you doing?
What were we supposed to do? Well, get him on the phone. Hello, sir. We're very excited about the biscuit thing you're doing.
Yeah, I think that's what he wants.
Could you tell us how to do that?
Yeah, that's what he's looking for. All right, look. Before we get off at 10, we'll have somebody from Kentucky in that town tell us about that big-ass biscuit. We go get us some details.
But don't think it's going to be Tom Berry of the Cadiz record.
No, certainly won't be.
Ted, you're trying to find somebody else there in Cadiz?
Folks around here take it pretty serious.
You know what we'll do? We'll just drop Cadiz like a hot potato called Smithfield.
That's right.
We'll give
Find
them
out
a
how
little
they
press.
cooked it. Yeah, find out how they cooked it. All right.
I bet that suck-ass biscuit is horrible, too. I bet that tastes dry. You need like a gallon of water to get it down. Because them people in Cadiz, they don't know how to make a 9-foot ham biscuit. Or 11
Now,
foot
you
or whatever
see,
it is.
we've done this kind of thing before. There was a place up in Northern California a couple of years back. They had a light bulb that had been burning since the 1800s.
Livermore, yes.
You know it. Every year they have a celebration. Now, they had a sense of humor about their stupid-ass light bulb.
They did.
And they were fun on the phone and laughing and giggling, having a good time. Didn't matter. They were going to have a celebration to honor their light bulb. And they had tours.
They make fun of themselves. That's what I was saying about Kiwani, and that's what you'd think Cadiz would do.
No, apparently not.
Not a lot going on in Cadiz, man. If you think about it, they might just be pretty bitter.
But when they do have it going on, they should be talking about it.
You just stop that damn attitude, whore. I'll hang up on you. I will. I'll hang up on you, whore.
And did. All right. Let's conduct business. We will return with stuff.
Unbelievable.
It's the Mark and Brian radio program. 95.5 KLOS. It's the Mark and Brian radio program. Not letting this biscuit thing go.
Hell no. You should have heard Ted in there because we said, we can't talk to this Tom Berry at the Cadiz Record newspaper. So we had Ted call around. And you know what he said? It came out of his office across the hallway. Hell, I got the guy that built it. He's got the guy that actually made the biscuit.
All right. On the phone now is Beth Drennan from Broadbent B&B Food Products. Hey, Beth.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, first of all.
And thanks for taking our call, Beth.
You're welcome.
Just so that you know, we got hung up on by some guy with your newspaper. What was his name?
Tom Berry of the Cadiz Record.
You know him?
Yes, sir.
Well, he hung up on us.
Oh, goodness.
We read the story about what's going on there in Cadiz, and then he got mad and hung up, and we really don't know why. But anyway, we did read the story earlier today, Beth, and we were wondering, of course, the main question is, how does one go about making an 11-foot ham biscuit?
It's not an easy task.
It doesn't sound like it.
Do you have to have an 11-foot oven?
Well, we have an oven. Our pan is actually 10.5 feet. It's how big the pan that goes in the oven. And you have to have an oven that accommodates that.
So you had to make a special oven for this?
Yes, sir. When we did it the first time in 1985, Smith Broadbent took it on as a challenge he wanted to do. So he had the oven built. He had engineers to design it.
I'll be damned.
And build the oven just for this purpose.
Wow.
It's kept in a shed till time to do it every year. And we
Wait a minute, let's get that. It's kept in a shed
That's right.
until time to cook it up.
That's right.
Another question we had, Beth, was is it a biscuit with flecks of ham in it, or is it like a big piece of ham, like a sandwich, a biscuit sandwich?
It will be like a sandwich. We actually cook the whole biscuit, then we cut it into sandwich-sized squares, slice it in the middle, and fill it with ham.
That's a lot of ham.
Yeah, it is a lot of ham. It's about 150 pounds of ham.
Now, how many people do you expect on? Are you going to make one big biscuit and that's it? And you're going to feed everybody from that?
We make one big biscuit. When it's gone, it's gone.
All right, and so it's an 11-footer. And so this is a thing you're having with those folks in Virginia.
Yeah, theirs weighs more, so I don't know whose is actually the largest. Ours is bigger around, but theirs weighs more.
Well, yours is bigger around. It's going to be the world's largest ham biscuit. And I'm assuming a few hours later, you'll have the world's largest dump.
Possibly.
All right, nice. I'm a little sense of humor. Good guy.
There, that's what we're looking for.
Now, Beth, let us ask this. You're going to cook it up when? This weekend?
Yes, sir. It'll be on Saturday.
Now, do you have festivities, bands, and parades and other stuff going on around the biscuit?
There'll be all kinds of festivities. They start actually on Friday and go through Sunday.
Oh, of course they do. A lot of drinking going on?
Oh, no, we're a dry county, so no drinking going on.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Well, what are you washing that biscuit down with, Beth?
Soda.
Soda. All right. So it's a sandwich. Now, anything else on it other than the ham?
No, sir.
Okay, but
Yeah,
you can put like whatever you want on it, I guess, once you
can
get a
add
piece of
whatever
it.
you want.
And do you give this out to the townsfolk and the tourists for free, or are you charging them?
No, it's the Future Farmers of America
Sure,
here
sure.
cook it as a fundraiser for their organization.
Outstanding.
So they sell it for $3 a slice.
Now, when you cut that biscuit up, does it remain fairly whole, or do you have some crumbling going on?
It doesn't crumble real bad.
Well, that's pretty good. You're keeping your flour texture. You got to have somebody mixing that thing up knows what they're doing.
That's right. Oh,
Now, how long does it take, Beth, for the actual biscuit, the 11-footer, to cook in that huge oven that was invented in 1985?
somewhere between an hour and a half and 2 hours.
Oh, that's not bad. Now, do you have a lot of people working, a lot of townsfolk working on the biscuit, or like you're one of them, right?
Yes. My husband will actually be working on it. He's already gotten the oven out and got it cleaned up, made sure it fires up and ready to go. And then the future farmers, as I said, they'll actually do the spreading the dough out on the pan and cooking it, and actually cutting it up and selling it. So they'll be the ones that'll do that part of the work.
Well, Beth, our listeners here, now we syndicate the program to a whole bunch of cities, and everyone is enthralled with this whole behemoth biscuit deal. Let's go to David on line 8. Beth, David's got a question for you. Go ahead, David.
Hey, I'm just curious how thick that biscuit's going to be.
The thickness of the biscuit will probably be about 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick.
Okay.
Now, but what kind of flour do you use? Self-rising or yeast in it?
It's self-rising. Well, no, it's not, because it does have yeast. It has 3 cups of yeast in it, 150 pounds of flour and 3 cups of yeast.
So then how tall does that biscuit grow while it's in the oven? And I have to assume you accommodate for that when you built the oven.
Yes, sir.
You say about 1.5 inches?
Yeah, when it comes out, it's about 1.5 inches to 2 inches in height.
Good Lord.
All right, and Richard on line 10 has a question for you, Beth. Go ahead, Richard.
Have you had any biscuit disasters?
Well, other than rainouts, no big disasters. Well, last year we had it was a wash. We couldn't cook it because it rained.
Oh. Well, what'd you guys do? Did you still have a festival though without the behemoth biscuit?
Still had the festival.
Okay, good.
Now, Beth, got to know, I mean, you people around there, you're making the world's biggest biscuit. You got to have a sense of humor about that. Does everybody come and enjoy and they got a good attitude? And
Yes, sir.
See, that's great. A big sense of humor about it. And it is a fundraiser for Future Farmers of America.
That's correct.
Now, what about your town, Cadiz? How big is it? A little something about your town.
The population, I'm not sure. We're not a real large town.
Over 10,000?
Probably 3,000 or 4,000.
Okay.
Wow.
And what do you do when you're not making behemoth biscuits, Beth?
We don't do a whole lot. Not a whole lot goes on.
So okay. So you're a housewife? You have kids?
No, I work here at Broadbent's where we cook country hams, bacon, sausage. We produce those.
Ooh,
wow!
I like sausage.
And ours is good.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Could you send us some frozen sausage there?
Oh, yeah, we can.
Do you ship it out around the country?
We're a mail order company. We ship out.
I'll be damned.
You hang on, then we're going to get the information from that because we're gonna try some of your sausage.
Okay.
Now, do you have link sausage or patties or both?
Ours aren't link. Ours are old-fashioned hickory smoked sausage. They're in cloth bags.
Cloth bags.
Mm-hmm.
And then you dip in and get a handful of it and make a sausage patty?
Well, you can just peel the bag back and slice it off for your patty.
I'll be damned.
All right, another question here for you, Beth, from one of our listeners. This is Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth, go ahead.
Hi. I'd like to know how you mix all the flour and stuff, and what kind of rising dish do you have for the proofing?
Good questions.
Well,
let's just go.
It's mixed in big containers at the high school that they use in the cafeteria. That's how they mix it.
Okay.
And do you have, so you're using like a boat paddle to mix all the stuff together? Because you probably don't have a big mixer, do you?
Well, I don't. They make it, I think, in smaller batches, and then
Put it all together.
Mix it all together.
That makes sense.
Now, are there eggs in this?
no eggs.
Okay, so it's flour, milk,
It's flour, soda, salt, sugar, water, yeast, and buttermilk. 9 gallons of buttermilk.
Buttermilk. My grandpa used to drink buttermilk.
Interesting, Beth. That's just now. If somebody wants to come watch the cooking and the mixing of the biscuit, can they come by for that?
Yes, sir.
I be damn.
At the mixing you can't, but the cooking, when it's put out on the cooking pan, the stainless steel pan.
Yeah.
And then we have a forklift to lift it and put it in the oven. And then the oven's lit where you can watch it bake.
Now, we almost missed that little point there. You're using a forklift, Beth. You don't think that's important?
Yeah.
That almost went over. Wow, we almost missed that. Darn, that was close.
Now, barely got that one in.
Where, you say you were rained out last year, so it's obviously cooked outside. Where? Is it on the football field there at the school, or where do you do it?
No, it's uptown. It's on a parking lot of a bank uptown.
Oh,
That's where it's
cool.
cooked.
Oh, wow. Well, we can almost smell it, man.
That's great.
Beth, you have been marvelous. And listen, if you see Tom Barry of the Cadiz record, tell him that he missed out, because we were going to have some fun, and we were really interested in what's going on there.
Okay, we sure appreciate your call.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, Beth, you've been great. We'd love to have, be there. Hell, if we'd known about this ahead of time, we'd broadcasted from there and had us some at Biscuit.
Well, hang on. We're going to get your address and stuff so we can order some sausage.
Okay.
Thanks, Beth.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was just too good.
Oh,
that
yeah.
that woman there brought the flavor of a small. We're going to cook it up in the parking lot of the bank.
See, that's what we like. We used to, on 4th of July, we'll sometimes call around the country, and we'll get fireworks stands, and they'll bring the flavor of that. Mm-hmm. I don't know what was up Tom's ass.
But they have to have a forklift lift that thing up and stick it in the oven.
And like you said, that fact almost didn't,
I know, we almost missed that. How could she skip that?
That's good stuff. Bring that on, man. Well, I'll tell you what, if we had known ahead of time, we'd have tried to work it out. We'd have gone to Kentucky and broadcasted the show and been there for the mixing and the cooking.
Is this Tom Barry here from the... Okay, this is what happened. This is what happened. We read the story, then we went to the first guy that Ted... We scheduled the thing at 9 o'clock. At 6:30, we're going to talk to this guy, waiting for him. He's a reporter.
Yeah, and so we were reading the story and having fun with the details of the story, giggling along. And then we get on the phone with him, and this is what he says.
The tradition of behemoth biscuit making dates back to 1985.
Good Lord.
On the phone with us is Ted Barry from Cadiz. He works for the Cadiz Record, the newspaper there in Cadiz. Good morning, Tom.
First thing you need to do is cut the or I'm going to hang up on you. Now let's get down to...
Hang on, wait a minute, Tom.
We had to delay that, but Tom just said the first thing you got to do is cut the S word, or I'm going to hang up on you. Why are you pissed off?
Well, first of all, people take it kind of seriously around here, and they don't like a lot of giggling and laughing in the background.
Dude, you're making an 11-foot biscuit. Now, come on. You see the humor in that, don't you? Don't
If
you want
you are going to make an 11-foot wide ham and biscuit and not have a sense of humor about it, what are you doing it for?
Actually, your attitude is even funnier than we could anything we could ever come up with. Yeah. And then he hung up on us. But we got Beth.
Yeah.
Her husband makes the biscuit.
And I don't think we have ever had a phone call like that where we took callers. Listeners of ours were calling up with questions.
Has there ever been a biscuit disaster? Which was one of my favorite questions. Damn right. Audience participatory.
Ah, nice.